3 Argent Shelf Redux, blue side. First up we have Sheitan, plays a Commissar Lord, good offense and support, fights in melee combat, begins with an energy shield. That crackling noise you hear there is a bug to do with Death Core of Krieg. Even though he's not using Death Core of Krieg DLC, you still get a crackling sound when you use the Commissar Lord, very annoying bug. Alongside, Flaming is a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed, very good offense and disruption, fights mainly in melee combat. And rounding off the blue team is MadMoe, an Eldar Warlock, melee commander with great disruption and mobility. He's going to tank damage with the right war gear, has some offensive spells, some lag issues, hopefully they'll be addressed. Red team, max power, is a force commander, fights in melee combat, has some awesome offense, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. And alongside, Lesten is an Eldar Farseer support commander that fights in melee combat, has some great buffs for her army and some debuffs and crowd control for her enemies. And rounding off the red team is Final Push as an Apothecary, another support commander, fights in melee combat by default but can get a ranged weapon, begins with a targeted heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Banshees there chasing off the enemy Warlock. Looks like Lesten is using a white colour scheme, which is going to be hard to spot on this snow map. Chaos Lord now leading a line as he does. Kill the weak, quite nicely hit. Heretics coming in behind. CSM also getting shots in. Some nice flanking here from these Banshees of MadMoe. Now in amongst Tactical Marines, get a special attack, knocking down all 3 models. And here come Heretics. Can he get one of the models off these Marines? No, he can't. Final Push with a last ditch heal stops them from losing a model. That's what makes the Apothecary so annoying to fight against. Maybe should have put pressure on him instead. Generally you want to force off the Apothecary as soon as you can, so he can't support stuff with his aura or his heals. His Farseer is most likely going to be forced off as well. Chaos Lord and Chaos Space Marines here, and some more Heretics coming in for Flaming. Good start from him, pushing hard, and they should be able to at least decap this and maybe even put some pressure on this power farm. West side, meanwhile, max power has been forced off by Sheitan. Commissar Lord with his shield up now puts it down so he can regenerate energy. Such an awesome commander at the moment, I think. Has some pretty epic war gear. Doesn't seem all that great at first glance, just 600 hit points on a melee commander with a energy shield, which hurts his energy management. But he has some really awesome war gear. I'm sure we'll see some of it. In fact, he has the power sword equipped already. 50 DPS power melee with a cool ability, lead by example, 453 494. Heretics and Dire Avengers bashing generators. There we go. Rangers taking out one of the Dire Avengers, and here come Howling Banshees. They're going to catch those Dire Avengers, are they? No. A Doom Blast from Flaming, nicely done, suppresses the Banshees, and it allows both of these guys to get away, but Chaos Space Marine is getting way too close to the Banshees there. Banshees getting a heal from the Apothecary. Havocs are there though to cover the CSM's retreat, and Banshees are forced off, and here comes MadMoe with some Banshees of his own using their washout, but they in turn are suppressed by Devastators. These ladies with the aspect of strength up. Sheitan has capped up the west side. Max power with Flamer and Assault Marines. Standard build for him. Most likely you see Plasma Cannon Dreadnought in tier 2. Always risky, I think, using a Plasma Cannon alongside your Assault Marines. So many instances of friendly fire, especially on a narrow west side of Argent. Sheitan with those triple guardsmen into Catechans, sergeants for all. Max power is fully committed to the center of the map now. Where are those Assault Marines? They are coming mid also. Dire Avengers still harassing here from MadMoe. He has double Rangers. Lesten going for a 1-1-1 build. That's Banshees, Rangers and Guardian weapon team. Incredibly powerful build, especially alongside Farseer buffs, if she can handle all of those different units in their different roles. Assault Marines jumping the Havocs. We have double Havocs for Flaming. Gets a model off this squad, but they are still in play. The other squad quite lucky to get away without a loss. Kicking off here, Max fully committed. Tactical Marines getting low, getting very low, down to 2 models, being chased by the Chaos Lord, who has a 26 DPS power weapon by default, this big demon sword. shotgun blast from the Catachans on the Tactical Marines. Are they going to lose another model here? In fact, they did go down to one model. Final push, throwing a heal on them. He now has no energy though on his Apothecary. Max power, losing an Assault Marine as well. Catachans being smacked in the face by the Force Commander who's gone for the Iron Halo. A good choice, I think, because of the amount of fire coming in from those triple guards, and it's going to be pretty nasty, especially when they get plasma guns and stuff in tier 2. And tier 2 for Sheitan. Going to be a pretty strong build now, I think. Triple guardsmen into Catachans, with the Catachans down to 30 power cost. Give you so much versatility if you can manage their abilities well. Submarines for the final push now. Jump the Havocs. Heretics are there. They do not have an aspiring champion, but they still bring in tons of damage alongside those Havocs. Good grief. The Submarines very lucky to get away without a loss. And now Devastators. In fact, they did lose a model. Devastators now suppressing the Heretics. We have grenade launchers on one of the squads. No squad losses for any player that I've noticed. Sheitan capping up the west side again. Scouts down to a single model for Max. I think he should get another scout squad. Maybe get some shotguns, double shotguns up to keep the Catachans and this Commissar Lord back, as well as chucking some grenades perhaps on these guardsmen. But no, Max Power's gone straight to tier 2. Most likely going to see his usual plasma cannon out quickly. Catachans coming in, going to try and force melee combat, I think, on these Assault Marines. You wouldn't think it to look at them, but these Catachans actually have power melee weapons, and they do 20 damage per model as well, so it does really hurt power armor or heavy armor, especially alongside this Commissar with his own power weapon. He has Stubbornness, an awesome accessory for him. Look at the buffs it gives him, and that's all passive, no micro, no energy investment needed. That was all happening automatically while he's smacking stuff in the face. Catachans get away with 3 models. Scout squad peppering away with a single model on a single bolter as well. It's not doing a lot of damage. Force Commander pressuring as much as he can, but is forced off, and Sheitan retains the west side. What's going on mid though? Flaming has lost one of his Havocs. Maybe Armor the Inferno for this guy. I would think that's what he'd get. Rangers taking out a Havoc. Sniper Infantry. Have not used Kinetic Pulse that I've seen. I've not seen it used anyway. We have 3 Ranger squads on the field as well. Double Rangers both in retreat from MadMoe. And now the Chaos Lord has to back off. 437, 374. This kind of awkward contested power being taken down by red team. But no sign of a push. There's a single generator here for blue. Sheitan looks like he's going for a power harass. It's always very, very risky to try and hit this power on this map. Seems to be far more risky than it is to hit this power. Get flanked way more often. Havocs in retreats. Rangers still getting shots. This time taking out a Heretic and a level to 2. These guys do have an aspiring champion. There he is, that Chaos Marine at the front with bolt pistol and chainsword, and he's pretty mean. Kicking off on the power. Yeah, full retreat there. Triple guardsmen all retreating out, and that's a long retreat back, and he's going to concede map control here because of that. Max Power should be able to hit push, and he does have his plasma cannon up as you'd expect. Artillery piece does not cost any power and can do some serious damage. Grenade in retreat path, I think, from those scouts killed a bunch of guardsmen, but they're not too bothered. In fact, they have Commissar, so they're going to reinforce 3 at a time. So they're really not bothered about that. 437 3p4. Warlock getting absolutely decimated, trying to run into a shuriken, not sure what he was trying to do. He needs to set up that run in with Kinetic Pulse or something as double rangers, so he should be able to do that. Chaos Dreadnought on the field, as I'm sure you've seen with Marco Zinch, and a Wraith Lord. So 2 walkers here for red team to deal with. We do have a Bright Lance. Could see a missile launcher from the Tactical Marines, could see a Melter Bomb. In fact, we do see a Melter Bomb on the way. Thunder and Lightning for the Assault Squad. And Chaos Space Marines getting chased down, but here comes the enemy Wraith Lord. a heal there on the Banshees from final push. He has supported his Eldar allies very well here. Chaos Space Marines are going to wipe. He took way too long to get them out of trouble. Maybe waiting for his Chaos Lord. No, they do get away. 4 hit points, probably 3, and they get away. This Wraith Lord is done for. Missile launcher on the Tactical Marines. Melter Bomb has gone off already. Where's that Bright Lance? Is moving up. And as you see here, final push microing the movement of his Tactical Marines, which is something you often want to do when you're dealing with a squad that has a high cooldown weapon like a missile launcher. You want to micro their movement so you can make sure they're close enough when that cooldown is over. Chaos Lord going for Lightning Claws and Harness of Rage, a mistake I think. Very powerful melee build, but I think Armored Inferno would be a lot better here. Banshees forced off, almost whacked by those Assault Marines. I'm sure lots of stuff is going on the west side. Max Power lost his scouts, now has Stone Guard veterans on the field, most likely to use his Hellfire rounds versus all of this stuff. Sheitan has a Manticore though. Red team pushing through to the victory point. Max Power's Force Commander is mid, Power Fist and Iron Halo. Not sure why he's gone for the Power Fist against all of this light infantry unless he specifically wants to go after the Manticore. I think that's a bit of a waste. 200 wreck, 50 power to get that Power Fist on the field. 388, 327, unless he gets the teleporter and then goes after that Manticore. Sheitan had a think about going after the power. I think he took down one of the generators. 381, 327. Commissar Lord fighting Assault Marines. Level 2 backs off. Not seen him use Inspire Courage once. He must have used it. Really powerful ability to use on your Catechins especially. Ouch, Assault Marines losing all but one model, including the Sergeant. That was painful. Here come Howling Banshees though, out of nowhere, forcing off all of those Guardsmen as they would. Commissar Lord also running away. Manticore strike. It's absolutely nothing. Max Power puts his shield up just in case. 366, 327 Falcon on the field for Lesten, flaming after a strong tier 1 is now struggling. Has CSM, Heretics and Havocs, and a fully kitted out melee Chaos Lord, 100 DPS power melee from his claws, buffed from Harness of Rage and Dark Halo for that energy synergy. Can he make it count though? Gonna be really bad news for these Assault Marines, that's for sure. If you can get to these Tactical Marines as well, can also go straight after the Apothecary, who does have, I should say, combat stims and is getting the Anointed Power Axe. It was buffed in Beta 10. That thing now has a more powerful special attack. West side is red. Stone Guard veterans taking a wreck point. Assault Marines on the field. There's that Plasma Cannon. And Max Power going straight tier 3. Plasma Cannon misfires. Assault Marines jumping in. Sheitan doing well to split his army up here. Oh, Plasma Cannon taking out a friendly Assault Marine. That is what happens. Catechins take him out in retreat path. That was nasty. And down goes the Force Commander as well. He really needed to micromanage those shots and he didn't do it from the Plasma Cannon. Stone Guard veterans in retreat. He's struggling over there. 321, 327. Red team will push through though. The middle. Chaos Lord's gone down. Max Power down to just 2 units. Devastators and Stone Guard. Falcon coming over to the west side to support alongside the Farseer, who does have her Doombringer and Ghost Hell. Power harass from double Guardsmen here with Plasma Guns. Not the most effective power bashing unit, but they're doing a job given the time. Here comes Max to defend with Stone Guard veterans and his repurchased Force Commander. Falcon now getting shots in, allows you to reinforce and transport allied infantry. And there's the Mind War suppressing and doing damage over time to the Guardsmen, and they are forced off. She also has Armor of Fortune now. 298, 327. Red team still putting the pressure on blue team's natural victory point. Here comes the Warlock though. Witchblade of Khorne and Providence almost wiping those tactical marines with the ethereal slashed. Ouch. Took out the Sergeant. Plasma Cannon getting shots. Disrupting the Warlock again. Well, here comes the Chaos Lord. He's not happy. Level 3. Double Rangers still in play for MadMoe. Devastator's getting shots in. They can't suppress this Chaos Lord though, and with that shield up, he'll take no damage as long as the shield is functional. Rangers getting shots in, taking out a model. Chaos Lord is now there. Can he get another? No, he can't, but they should be able to push through and decap. West side, here come Howling Banshees to support Max. Plasma Cannon again with some friendly fire, but did hit those Catechins really well there. Catechins just about getting away with 2 models. 1 model, in fact. That was pretty lucky for Sheitan. 298, 313. Web Waygate comes up here. Stone God Veteran should retake this wreck point. There we go. Max Power, I think, wants some Terminators on the field. He should go for a Predator Tanker, I think. We'll see what he goes for. Chaos Lord able to finish the cap, taking shots. He now has to retreat all the way back to base though. Heretics with grenade launchers for Flaming and Aspiring Champion level 2. And he's gone for the Terminator Force Commander, in fact. And he's going for the Heavy Flame. He wants to teleport in and flame all these guardsmen. Is he going to make a difference though? Is he going to get squad wipes with it? Red team taking a natural back. Strong army for final push, has a plasma cannon of his own, and now Commissar Lord has the Fist of Brockus, 85 DPS heavy melee with the awesome None Shall Fall ability as well. There's that heavy flamer from the Force Commander, teleports in, using Cleansing Flame, decimating the guardsmen. Can he wipe them? Just about can't. 31 hit points, they get away. Here come Catechins. Commissar Lord needs to turn around and help. Unreliable. Here comes some more guardsmen with plasma guns. There's a Manticore strike on the Stone Guard veterans, forces them off. 278, 283. This Force Commander might die here. Catechins forcing melee combat with their power weapons. There's Battle Cry to knock some of them back, but he does lose his Force Commander. 270, 283. D cannon on the field for Lesten. 268, 283. Falcon level 2 with the energy field. That's going to be very difficult to deal with. D cannon, look at the range this thing has. Pretty nuts. Has an awesome ability as well called Singularity. 259, 283. Banshee trying to flank, but they see how much stuff is there and back the hell away. Being chased by some enemy Banshees. There's the War Shout to suppress them. Warlock wants to get over there and use Witchblade of Khorne, I think. He's trying to get over there. Was knocked down by a plasma cannon shot, I believe. His Banshees got absolutely owned, and they're gonna wipe, and he took too long to retreat them. There's the Witchblade of Khorne, so it did all slash. But these Banshees should be able to get away fine. 259, 283. Max Power now being supported by Final Push has taken back. The west side has some Terminators on the field now. Plasma Cannon getting shots. His Force Commander also revived and is... Where is the Force Commander? There he is. He's flaming the crap out of Guardsmen again. And there's a rocket run though. Ouch! From Sheitan. That was bad for Final Push. The Commissar Lord's gone down. Final Push didn't actually lose a squad there. Just lots of model losses. Grenade on the CSM, almost wiping them out. Down goes that Dire Avenger squad. Big changes. MadMoe and Flaming down to just 3 units. In fact, Flaming gets a Chaos Predator on the field. Most likely Mark of Khorne, but we'll see. Final Push has some Terminators of his own with those Storm Bolters and Power Fist. Wiping out those CSM. Flaming not paying attention here. What else is he looking at? He's Chaos Lord, obviously, who goes down. What was he trying to do? I have no idea. Oh, putting an Abyss on the pace, and that wiped most of Final Push's stuff. Good play from Flaming in the end. If he was just paying attention to those CSM, would have been even better. Final push got absolutely decimated by that Abyss. Wow. His entire army down. 229, 283. Falcon. Level 3 now. 600 hit points with 130 energy powering that shield. Gonna be incredibly difficult to deal with that. Apothecary level 5, so it's a nice level 5 heal. No accessory yet. That was a crazy nuke on his base. 222, 283. Every time I think I know who's ahead, something mental happens. Cyclone missile launcher for these Terminators, and here is a Leman Russ for Sheitan with the elite tank crew already purchased. Flamer's not going to help against that, but he can force melee combat with his Power Fist. Whoa. Commissar Lord just about getting away there. And no, he doesn't in fact get away. Stone Guard veterans finishing him off with that Hellfire. Cleansing Flame again. Infiltrated Catachans, what are they up to? There we go. Now trying to force melee combat on the Leman Russ. There's a Manticore that misses everything. Terminators teleporting in to try and use their Cyclone missile launcher. I think got the Leman Russ backed away, so they decided against it what's going on mid. Here comes. He's gone for Mark of Nurgle on the Chaos Predator. Gives it way more health. 12, 25 hit points at level 1. Gives it some health regen also, and melee resistance aura. 40% less damage from melee weapons, which is a huge buff. Less damage though on its autocannon, but it does leave a residue of green crap to do damage over time. 175, 283. Avatar of Cain on the field for MadMoe, and some Seer Council Flaming recovering with double Bloodletters here. Gonna be a very interesting finish, I think. Max Power now doing well on this west side. Sheitan struggling to deal with those Terminators. He does have 2 level 3 Plasma Gun Guardsmen. Avatar, there's an Eldritch Storm. Wasted Eldritch Storm, I think. Stuns the Falcon, but not a whole lot else, and the Bright Lance will turn and start firing at this Avatar. He doesn't want to lose this guy. Wailing Doom misses everything. The Bright Lance, in fact, is shooting at the Chaos Predator. Banshee's forced off by double Bloodletters. Bright blue, or purple is it even? Double Bloodletters can be incredibly killy, especially if they get close to those Terminators up there. See a Council Power Melee squad that leap into combat and passively buff nearby allies, giving them some energy regen and some other buffs, so they'll be helping out those Bloodletters quite a lot. Quite energy dependent Bloodletters with their warp shift and their teleport, both powered by energy. 131, 283. Dire Avenger killed spectacularly. Warlock's level 4. Blue team pushing incredibly well through the middle now. Recovered well with some strong unit purchases. Flaming getting another Havoc squad as well, which is a good idea, I think. Predator tag. Going after Leman Russ with that twin las cannon. Leman Russ going for the Executioner, which is a rapid firing plasma cannon. 131, 277. That's going to do a lot of damage to these Marines, but not as much to enemy vehicles. Shorter range as well. Final push is getting a Predator tank on the field, and this is why blue team have pushed up so high, because final push got whacked with that nuke. They're still in this though. 131, 263 have a 130 VP lead. Down goes that power. D-cannon getting shots. Falcon is still around, level 3, almost level 4. Max still holds the west side. Sheitan now trying to push again. Commissar Lord going straight after the Force Spawner. Needs support though, because with those Stone Guard veterans and those Terminators, he has a lot of range damage to pour onto that Commissar Lord. Where are the Stone Guard? They're back at base. He has some gate support there, which he should be using. That Flamer doing quite well for Max, in fact. Really hurting those double guardsmen. 131, 246. Manticore goes off and hits nothing again. Manticore really hasn't paid for itself at all. Avatar backing away. Apothecary hits level 6. This VP uncapped. Blue team have their natural map looking very blue. There's a Khorne shrine as you see there. Blue team Flaming and MadMoe with some incredibly strong armies on the field. Now a fire prism is up for MadMoe and constant pressure on this VP, but can they cap it? And that's what they need to do here. Double bloodletters forced off. Final push trying to rebuild with double predators here, and something finally is capping. It's the Apothecary of final push though. Massively wasted opportunity to try and cap that point from blue team. Down goes the Chaos Lord. A bit over eager with his double bloodletters, I think. Not sure what he was trying to push against. It's hard to get that balance though when you're pushing natural victory points on this map to try and put pressure on but not overextend so you're forced off all the way back to your base. Nurgle Predator getting repairs. Final Fire Prism I should say is up here. Rangers infiltrating themselves and having a look. Double Predator tanks now for final push there. Max Power still has the west side. Sheitan can't seem to get through. This Manticore really hasn't done anything for him. In fact, it's just leveled to 2, so it must have done something, Indrid. Neiman Russ went down there as you see, and surely he's saving for a Bane Blade now. Is that going to be too late though? 2 to uncap for red. There's a time field. Incredibly annoying piece of wargear to fight against. Also has Runes of Reaping, so she can use that time field more often. Havoc's level 2 with an autocannon. Not enough DPS though to deal with the Falcon by themselves. Now getting rear arm hits. Look at the damage it's doing though to that Predator tank. Wow, and a shot from the Nurgle Predator as well. Commissar Lord's over here. Ouch. Singularity pulls the Havocs and the Heretics in, almost completely wiping them. 83, 246, a 2 to 1 for red still. Can they hold on? Here comes the Avatar back up. Seer Councillor there. Double Bloodletters coming back up. I think blue team gearing up for a massive push here. They've got to do it quickly. MadMoe going in way too soon. What is he doing? Warlock dies. That is poor play there. No reason to push now. Seer Council can't take on an entire army by themselves. He's going to lose them. He must have known there was a bunch of stuff here. He can't see what we can see, but he must have known. Seer Council and Warlock wiped. Fire Prism needs repairs and is getting repairs from those Dire Avengers. Here come the double Bloodletters. But again, they're being sent in by themselves. You need to push the rest of your armies up. Really bad communication from the blue team, I think. Bloodletters are in amongst stuff now, using their warp shift to take no damage, and now they can tie things up. Here comes the Avatar as well, going after a Predator tank. Warlock has been repurchased and is coming back up the field. What's going on west side is still red. Max power with double Terminators now. Manticore again not doing a whole lot. Baneblade though has just hit the field. If he got Ogrins instead of that Manticore, I should say, he would have done a lot better, I think, over there. Easy to say in hindsight. Whoa, Warlock going absolutely ballistic. There's an Abyss as well. The second Abyss we've seen from Flaming the first one. Decimating final pushes army, but he's recovered very well here with scouts and double Predators, scouts wipe, Predator wipes. Crazy action here. Avatar in behind a whole bunch of stuff here. Wailing Doom on the Apothecary, just about dodges it. Falcon remains though, level 4 Falcon. Here comes another Chaos Predator. No sign of a mark on it yet. Max Power now coming into the center. Doesn't really have the mobility to push against blue team's natural, as I'm sure he would have liked to do. Avatar smacking on the webway gate. 34-234. Blue team now with the 2-to-1 cap. They have both the naturals, and a Baneblade on the west side might mean that Sheitan can cap here. Surely it will mean that he can. He's the force off that plasma cannon. Avatar might go down here though. Uses the Wrath of Cain and does go down. This Predator tank from Max down to 28 hit points. Here comes a Fire Prism. You do not want to lead your lines with the Fire Prism. Just 500 hit points. That thing goes down really quickly to anti-vehicle weapons. Time field again. That thing has done superbly well for Lesten up here. And there's an Eldritch Storm, is it? Yes, it is. Trying to get that Predator tank. Couldn't quite get it, but will probably wipe those Havocs. Yes. Chaos Lord is going to go down again. I really think he's missed Armor of the Inferno on this map. 34-189. Double Rangers forced off. Did these guys get level 4? No, level 3 and level 2. Some really strange play from blue team here. MadMoe pushing his Seer Council and Warlock into death. We had Flaming trying to push with his double Bloodletters, which to be fair did work out reasonably well because he had that Abyss to use. 34-168, but he lost his Chaos Lord again. Falcon pushing from Lesten. Taking shots though. Ouch, D-Cannon decimating his Bloodletters. Lost one of the squads there. And the Falcon lives, tanking damage like a boss. West side is blue now. Baneblade causing all sorts of problems. Doesn't want to overextend it. And look at this. Cyclone missile launchers flying into the Baneblade. Did so much damage there. Got a bunch of rear armor hits. The Force Commander Terminator there. Using his Flamer for some reason. Should be forcing melee combat surely. Maybe he wants to force off these. And it goes down. I think he was trying to force off the Guardsmen there so they couldn't repair. Where are the Catechins? They are there. Rocket Run on Max Power's Terminators, and down goes his Predator tank. Bright Lance now getting shots. Baneblade trying to move the heck away and is taking rear armor hits. Really risky to push a Baneblade upstairs. That is incredibly tight. Look at the pressure from blue. They're right outside red team's natural. They have the 2-to-1, keeping the pressure up here. He still hasn't dealt with this web breaker, which has been here for ages, and as Catechins can see it. 34-120. Farseer with time field into Eldritch, and that is going to take out the Baneblade surely. 7 hit points, and it should be taken down by these Stone Guard veterans. Switching to Vengeance rounds, which takes it down. There we go. 34-108. Probably didn't even need to do that. Here comes the Plasma Cannon. Baneblade dealt with then. Baneblade dealt with, and he's not dealing with this Webway Gate. And that's an infiltrating Webway Gate from the Farseer. No sign of any Webway Gates from MadMoe though. Has another Avatar. And a Providence Warlock going mad again. There's the Ethereal Slash. Down goes the second Predator from Final Push. He now only has double Terminators. But it's a pretty good thing to have. 34-84. Can blue team get a triple here? Warlock is forced off. Red team, thanks to Max Power, trying to retake the west side, but they're not going to be able to do it. Force Commander taking too much damage from this leveled up infantry. Here he comes though with Cleansing Flame. Ouch! And Plasma Cannon getting a massive shot in. This thing's level 3 now. Almost wiping all of that stuff. There's a Orbital in retreat path, which misses everything, but he did wipe one of the squads there, kicking off around about red team's natural Eldritch Storm on the Terminators, which was incredibly annoying, but didn't actually take a model out, I don't think. There's a heal from the Apothecary. His Terminator is pretty low on hit points though. Avatar could take some models off them. That double Nurgle Predator is awesome. Fire Prism needs repairs. 34-54, it's incredibly close. 1-to-1 cap now. Can red team get their natural back? It's been a crazy game. Max Power losing most of his army, recovering though with that Terminator Force Commander who's done really well with this Heavy Flamer and more Terminators, which Sheitan really hasn't been able to deal with. Another Baneblade though is hitting the field, flaming with triple Predators, all with Mark of Nurgle. That is nuts. Avatar backing away. Really good line leader now for blue team. Doesn't want to lose this thing. He's pushing a bit too much here, I think. These Predators need to push up. Needs a cap. 34-54. Bloodletter's going to try and cap alongside Dire Avengers. Noise Marines with Blastmaster getting shots in. That's a good choice there. This Avatar, does he get away? Bright Lance is favouring shooting at the Predator, so he does get away. Bloodletters are phased out, but they can't cap while they're phased out. That is the Dire Avengers finishing the cap, 34-53. Eldritch Storm, or is that a singularity? It's a singularity, and that's painful. Pain, pain, pain. 34-44. The second Baneblade killing a whole bunch of stuff, it looks like. Stone Guard veterans almost wiped out, get away with a single model. Level 3 Stone Guard. He now has another Lehman Russ, another Predator tank, I should say, sorry. There's double Cyclone Missile Launcher Terminators, and we saw the damage those Cyclone Missile Launchers did to the Baneblade the first time. 34-28. Who has a nuke available? Nobody. Flaming almost is a 97 red to get a third Abyss on the field. Flaming just lost most of his army, lost his Bloodletters, lost one of his Predator tanks. Seer Council going after these Terminators big time. Can they do the business? They were gonna, but those Terminators teleported out, and there is the game for blue team. They take it with a double cap. The Baneblade, the second Baneblade, vital then, because that helped Sheitan push there and cap that right at the end. If he didn't do that, it still would have been a 1-1, and there's no telling if blue team would have capped that natural. A crazy game. Some bad plays, some very good plays. Flaming had a very topsy-turvy game. Started off very, very strong, then not so much. Lost a bunch of stuff, but recovered very well with Predators and Bloodletters and all sorts of stuff. MadMoe had an awesome army on the field, but some very strange plays, sending in his Warlock and Seer Council alone. But I think the problem for red team is they didn't bash power at all that I saw. In fact, this is completely bashed Indrid. But blue team were able to get amazing units on the field over and over again, and just replaced everything they lost with awesome stuff. Let's have a look at the commanders. Commissar Lord level 7, Chaos Lord level 6, Warlock level 9 with Warp Throw as well at the end, and we had the Force Commander Terminator who can't level. Farseer level 9 also, she had a bunch of war gear, and the Apothecary level 8 final push, doing well to hold on after that very unfortunate army wipe in his base from the Abyss. Nothing he could have done about that. I'm assuming it was done as he was retreating, so then he just ended up right in the middle of the Abyss. But there you have it, double cap at the end, 34 VPs remaining. I'm sure I missed tons of stuff, but thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.